Shalom. I want to start by giving all praise to Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahushai, Waharuka Kodash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching us the scriptures, among other things, and salutation to all your Akim across the earth for doing this work in sincerity and in truth. Shalom. So this lesson I want to go into basically into this article, and it's very beautiful. The title already says it, broader perspective needed for lessons on slavery. So this is a thing that's been going on in Holland for a while, a couple of years actually already. So the 19th of December, Prime Minister Mark Rutte, so-called Prime Minister, he made an excuse and also on a very clever way, so that there is no opening to ask for any reparations, So, but this Dutchies, this Holland, these Edomites from Holland, I've been saying it and I keep on saying it, and it keeps showing it that they are very special, And so I'm just going to go into the article, and then later I'm going to jump into some scriptures. And also another thing, because I mentioned in multiple videos of mine, I have mentioned that the Dutch were the first one who sent a slave ship from the west coast of Africa to America. So yesterday I also spoke, with the brothers. We had in a study, and we spoke about it. And one of the brothers, he even found, because I remember I read it somewhere, but I couldn't really remember where, because I saw it like years ago. And he found, but he found the account on the website 13.org, if I'm correct. But I made a screenshot of it, so I'm gonna jump in that. I said it. I'm gonna jump in that. I'm gonna show it. Let me just go into that first. Let me see this one. So I'm gonna start at the top. Morgan Freeman narrated the Dutch West Indian Company had established a fur trading post in 1624 on Hilly Island called Manhattan. The area would become New York City. Less than 200 people lived in the settlement. Most were men from Northern Europe who worked for the company to make larger profits. The Dutch West India Company wanted free labor. Yeah, there we go. Free Africans had to come. We know that the Hebrew Israelites, the so-called Negroes, free Africans had to come to the New World with European explorers Free Africans had come to the New World with European explorers in the 1530s. English settlers in Jamestown, Virginia, purchased 20 Africans from Dutch traders in 1619. 7 years later, the first enslaved Africans arrived in the Dutch New Amsterdam. Their bondage began approximately 200 years of slavery in what would become America's northern state. The first 11 enslaved people, all male, who came to New Amsterdam were brought by the Dutch West Indian Company. They were owned by the company, not by individuals. So they're company slaves. And they make it very clear that the company slaves, so that no one could be held responsible, And they bought by the company for the purpose of building the colony. It was quite common for the Dutch and for the English to raid the wealthy Spanish and the Portuguese shipping to get people and to get property. So these people are really prisoners of war. So yeah, basically that was the point that I wanted to make, So now go back to the article. So that's funny, So like I said, and don't forget, they were also the last one who stopped, who stopped the last above among all the other Edomites, the other Edomite countries that had slaves. They were the last one to stop. So yeah, they're very special. So back to the article. It's from the Telegraph, which is a very big news media platform. here in Holland. Broader perspective needed for lessons on slavery. Children age 7 should already be taught about the past slavery, Telegraaf of 28 December. Then I hope that the past of other countries, including Africa, will not also be will also be discussed, since this is not specifically something of the Netherlands, says Evert Boes. So these Edomites, they shitting themselves. They don't want people to know the wickedness that they've been doing, and they keep on doing it until this day, because they are in all the countries, man. They have, in the Dutch say, a finger in the pop. They have a hand in all the wickedness that's been going on in the world, man. And more of this devils here in Holland is coming to the light, man. So they, so now they fear for the children. Don't forget the shit that they used to do, man. Uh, cutting open pregnant slave women, or so-called Indian woman, northern tribers, hanging them upside down, cutting the babies out, dashing them to the ground, using, especially with the so-called Negroes, using the babies as a gator bait, to catch alligators, Don't forget, these devils been doing a lot of shit, man. How do you think that they discovered this? How to surgery people? How the human body works? They were committing surgery on our people without any anesthesia, just like that, lively. They've been doing that shit, man. All this hanging that they've been doing, pick a nigga, just burning people, jakes for fun. And now they worry about their children hearing about that. Get the fuck out of there, man. I foresee a lot of misery for native Dutch children, who may have to listen to the lesson with a blush of shame on their cheeks. So you are the misery of shame. Man, let me tell y'all something, man. Y'all going in hardcore slavery, man. Thus said the Bible. You so-called white people, you Dutchies, man, you're gonna get it, man. You're gonna get it. And you're gonna go in hardcore slavery until you're gonna be exterminated, man. This thing is nothing for you to worry about. Worry about your future. It's a widespread problem, and since our country has a diversity of nationalities, it is advisable to put this ugly history in a broader perspective. Evert Boes Bergenschonk. So they don't want, yeah, that's basically the point. They don't want, so they meaning like, yeah, you gotta know also that other countries also did some shit, But they also did it. Man, these Dutch things on the next level, man. These are devils on the next level. So let me see. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 10 and verse 26. Fear them not, therefore, for there's nothing covered that shall not be revealed, and hid that shall not be known. Yeah, because everything shall come to the light. Why? Because the Most High devised it. This is the time for Esau, that the things for Esau are about to come out. This is the book of Luke, chapter 12, verse 2. For there's nothing covered that shall not be revealed, neither hid that shall not be known. Therefore, whatsoever ye have spoken in darkness shall be heard in the light, and which ye have spoken in the ear in closet shall be proclaimed upon the housetops. And this is also the time that more and more people start waking up, that who the real children of Israel are. That's also part of this truth. And this thing, this discussion concerning slavery and the excuse that they made is also plays part in prophecy, because race wars will come, nation against nation, it will come, and with this it will spark it. And these things must happen. Matthew 24, it explains to us these things must happen this year, man. Like, this year a lot of prophecies, been get ready. Everything's been set for the MOTB. They are very busy with the digitalizing of money. They want to get rid of cash. They want to have full control, man. So this is book of Obadiah, verse 6. How are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hid things sought up? And it's all to the I said it's all to the spirit of Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai. This is a time that everything needs to come out, and this is what happening. This is what happening right now. Yeah, man. And it's very beautiful to see. And you see these Dutch, they're getting sick of it because a lot of things, don't forget, a lot of things are happening for them, here in Holland. The energy bill went high, so this queendom is crumbling, energy bill skyrocketed, a lot of companies had to close, bakeries close, it was even one of the brothers posted an article of a female bakery who committed suicide because of the high bills, she could not pay it. So you see a lot of shit going on. A lot of so-called white people, Dutchies, they got into poverty. They can, the children going to school without food. So they're suffering heavy. A lot of shit going on. They've been flooded with migrants. They can't get no houses. They see migrants getting houses with furniture and everything in it. It's beautiful, man. It's beautiful to see the downfall of our enemy, man. It's a very beautiful thing. Let me see. That reminds me of a scripture. I think it's in the book of Sirach, if I'm correct. Let me see if I can find it real quick. It just pops into my mind. Because, it's a very beautiful time that we live in. And of course, don't get me wrong. Let me see. So this is the book of Sirach, chapter 25, verse 7. There be 9 things which I have judged in my heart to be happy, and the 10th will I utter with my tongue. A man that had joy of his children, and he that liveth to see the fall of his enemy. And Yahweh Tazah, may we live to see the fall of this devil, man. He's already falling, but, to see the ultimate going down of this devil, hey, it's a very beautiful thing to look forward to. Yeah, and of course, if you got children, if you the time that you really can enjoy your children, the time that these females gonna be women in order, that the government got nothing to do with your children, because they are fucking polluting the mind of your child. It's very important to teach your child what is wrong and right. All these homosexuality things that they be teaching, this ABC things, multiple genders and this and that. No, male and female created them. This devil gotta go. This devil really gotta go. He poisoning everything. The brain, so the mind's being polluted, the air's being polluted, the water is polluted. I posted an article that in the Sea of Japan there's nearly any fish there anymore. So and of course famine will come. But yeah, this devil is polluting everything, man. GMO foods, But yeah, man, I'm gonna leave it like that. So with that, I want to give all praise to Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahushai, Waharuka Kudash, a double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching us the scriptures, among other things, and salutations to all your Akim across the earth for doing this work in sincerity and the truth. So with that, I'm gonna say Shalom.